He's been a Toastmaster for a year and a half. He's currently the VP of Education for the Staples Club here in Framingham. So he is actually a visiting Toastmaster to our club. He's proud to carry on the Toastmaster legacy of his parents, who are both presidents of Toastmasters clubs. And today, Seth will be delivering his 2009 Humorous Speech Contest entry. The title of the speech is In Your Facebook. In Your Facebook, please welcome Seth Waltman.
Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster. Welcome, fellow Toastmasters and guests. How many people in the room are on Facebook? All right. Well, for those of you with your hand up, I'm about to shed a whole new light on what is in your Facebook. But for those with your hands down, this speech is for you too, because you are on Facebook. You just don't know it. There are pictures of you on Facebook right now that everybody is looking at and talking about, and you don't know what you look like in them. So listen up, this speech is for you. People like to say how great Facebook is for connecting. Granted, there are a lot of great benefits. However, I am about face about Facebook. Using Facebook is a lot like driving a car. Everyone has the chance to do it, but that doesn't mean everyone can safely handle it. Let's take a look at some people who need to face the fact that Facebook is far too forthright for them. On Facebook, you have a status, which is a simple one-line update about how you're doing. That gets broadcast to the front page of all of your friends every time you update it. Everybody sees your status. Your friends, your enemies, your coworkers, your relatives, the people that you knew in high school that you weren't really friends with, but you're friends with them now on Facebook, they all see your status too. Some people update their status 10, 20, 50 times a day, and through it all, manage to report absolutely nothing. Here are some real statuses that I found on my page just in one day. Jonas is bored. Well, Jonas, why don't you get off the computer and go do something? Megan is cooking dinner. No, you're not. You're playing on Facebook. Perhaps you should go check on the dinner that you are allegedly cooking before you burn it. Chris misses his honey bunny. Every moment without you, gorgeous, is like an eternity. Hurry home soon from your errands. From your errands? Your status is not the place for pillow talk with your wife and 500 of your closest friends. Next we have what I like to call the Facebook paparazzi. We can't all be on television or in magazines, but we can all be on the internet. And some people cannot resist the allure of internet fame. I have some friends who bring the digital camera everywhere and take up to 200 pictures a night. And by the time I get home the next morning, I wake up and I log on to Facebook. All of the previous night's debauchery is fully documented and broadcast for all the world to see. These people will take out the camera and update their status anywhere, even at the most insignificant occasions. They could be at the dentist, in the waiting room, and they'll pull out the digital camera and start taking pictures of themselves. And then they'll update their status. Me waiting in the waiting room at the dentist. Who cares? And then they could be in the dentist chair, and the dentist will say, "We're going to take some x-rays now, okay?" I had it. That is going to keep x-ray. Finally, there is the moment that strikes fear in the heart of every Facebook user. And it is becoming more and more common. It is the moment when you get the friend request from your mother. It was just a couple weeks ago that my mother formally requested my friendship. I stared at the screen for about 2 hours, wondering how to handle this pivotal moment in our relationship. To accept the friend request would be to grant my mother unprecedented access into a world of information that you do not necessarily want your mother to have. To deny the friend request would be the ultimate indignity. In the end, of course, I accepted. But only after another 2 weeks of deliberation and a signed contract stating that any evidence gathered on Facebook would be inadmissible in mom court. In conclusion, I encourage everyone to join the self-deprecating, voyeuristic, and privacy-crushing world that is Facebook. You can reconnect with everyone you ever liked, and everyone you didn't like, and everyone else that you didn't really care about one way or the other. After all, in the beautiful world of Facebook, we can all be friends. Mr. Toastmaster.